So I will tell you that I have honestly cut back on my spending, and I've done so because, as many of you know, I am in the process of relocating my family in the coming weeks, and as a result of that, I have dramatically cut back my buying, despite the fact that a large stack of comics just showed up at my house. Stay tuned for the video. Reggie here, your friendly neighborhood bodybuilder and comic book collector, and I want to welcome you to another one of my videos. As you heard in that brief intro, a large stack of comics has shown up to the house. It's a lot of books, new and old, but we are actually going to go through them right now. And some of these books I've actually already opened up, already taken them out of their packaging. Others we are going to open up and get a good look at for the first time together. But all of these books, in my opinion, are pretty awesome books, starting with this wonderful 9.8 right here of Stillwater issue number 1. And this is a really awesome book that unfortunately I did not read when it first dropped. I was a little tardy to the party, but once I read it, I thoroughly enjoyed it and had to pick up a couple of copies. And so this again is a Chip Zdarsky book from Image Skybound. I picked up this copy off of eBay for just a couple of bucks, to be honest with you. I mean, not much more than some people actually pay for grading. So I was actually pretty pleased with that, and I actually picked up 2 copies of it because I do enjoy the book, and I believe that the book has some potential, so I ended up picking up 2 copies of the first print, and then I also snagged this awesome second print here as well, both of which, or all of which I should say, were inexpensive in my opinion. But this is a really cool blue cover, kind of contrasted to the red cover. I still like the red better, but the second print was hard to resist, so we went ahead and snagged that. And I actually have one more copy of the first print en route to me, and I think that it should arrive like this week at some point. Next up, this one was not really a spur of the moment purchase. It was a purchase that I made because I found some of these books in the collection, in the 100K collection, and I don't think that I have the rest of them. So when I found the first stack, I realized that I don't have them, so I ended up buying them to kind of make sure that I had the full run, and I have a couple more that I have to get. But what I picked up was a healthy amount of Jack Kirby's New Gods, and we are starting things off with issue number 4. Picked these up from Reese's Comics. Love those guys, do a healthy amount of business with them. But I picked up 1 copy, actually 2 copies, sorry, of issue number 4. One is a little bit better than the other, I will tell you that. But none of these are terribly expensive. None of them are terribly expensive. Here is issue number 5 right here. Just love the Jack Kirby stuff, man. And this is an interesting read. I'm actually, I've started to reread parts of this. And, you know, it's Jack Kirby writing, so, you know, takes a little getting used to. Here's issue number 8 right here. Here is issue number 9, and I think that this one has, no, this is 11, sorry about that. Issue number 11, sorry. I think I already have issue number 9 in the collection, but again, kind of picked these up to fill a little bit of a gap in my run. And this one right here is an interesting one. If I can get this open, and, oh, they taped it. This is an interesting one because this actually represents the very first PGX book that I have ever purchased. Very first PGX book I have ever purchased. And this right here is New Gods issue number 2. It is this is issue number 2, 9.2 with cream to off-white pages. I'm sorry, cream to white pages, that says. But this is a really, really cool book. Early appearance of Darkseid. Went ahead and snagged this one. And again, the price was right on this one. So we went ahead and did it. I could not find a CGC version of it. But PGX worked in this case. And this is only the second PGX case that I've ever touched. So definitely a cool book right there. And then the next one that I picked up that is also a slab is this one right here. This is New Gods issue number 7, and this is the origin of Mr. Miracle and Orion. This one is a 6.0 right here from CBCS. So no CGC right here, but PGX and also CBCS. The backside of this does not look spectacular, which is why it probably received a 6.0. That backside is mostly atrocious back there. All right, so I have 2 more stacks of books here. Have not opened these up, and let's see, let's do this one first because it is a continuation of what we have already started. So I'll open this up, and in some cases with those New Gods books, as you saw, I actually picked up 2 copies of certain books. Just because they were so inexpensive that it was like, let's just go ahead and do it. So here is issue number 8, again, of Jack Kirby's New Gods. And I have to go back to see how many I'm missing at this point, but that is issue number 8. And then here is issue number 6, again, of New Gods. So I think I have, again, a healthy portion of this run. Need to see which parts I'm missing so I can maybe close the gap. And I will tell you that I was a little disappointed with the WB's recent decision to not make the New Gods movie. That hit me hard because I was hopeful that we were actually going to see the New Gods on screen, especially after having seen Darkseid on screen in the Snyder Cut. I was excited about the possibility of what the future may hold, but now it appears that it will be a dream, possibly deferred. So shifting gears completely, but I guess staying with DC, Teen Titans. Teen Titans Academy issue number 1. I went ahead and picked this one up. Cool book. Picked up 2 copies of the number 1. And then I also saw this really, really awesome cover right here. And you guys know I love my red covers, so I could not resist picking up a couple of copies of that one. So just a cool book. So there you have it. That is essentially my little run of like some new books and some old books, some slabs and raw books and all that good stuff. I want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. And if you did, I definitely want to encourage you to hit the thumbs up button. If you are new to the channel, I formally want to invite you to subscribe to the channel. That way you are not only eligible for the weekly giveaway that I do here on the channel of a slab value somewhere between $150 and $200, but you'll also be kept abreast of the great content that gets released by the channel on a weekly basis. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Certainly, if you need to reach out to me, feel free to do so on Instagram at Regie Collects. Take care.